The winter reunion. Snow had been falling all afternoon, thick, soft flakes that muffled the world outside the windows. Inside the little cabin, the fire in the stone hearth crackled and popped, throwing warm amber light across the room. Anna stirred the cocoa in her favorite mug, savoring the faint scent of cinnamon. The room smelled of pine logs burning softly, and the familiar musky comfort of the old wool rug beneath her feet. Outside, the world was frozen, but here, near the fire, everything felt safe. She curled up in the big armchair, her scarf still damp from the walk through the swirling snow. The wind rattled the window panes and she shivered, drawing the blanket tighter around her shoulders. For a moment, the only sound was the gentle hiss of the fire and the occasional pop of a pine knot burning too quickly. Anna sighed. It had been years since she had seen Ethan, her childhood friend. Life had taken them to different cities, different countries even. But tonight, she had the uneasy excitement of hope, the hope that maybe, just maybe, a reunion was in the cards. The sound of footsteps on the snowy path outside made her heart leap. She froze, listening. The snow was heavy, the steps careful, deliberate, but unmistakable. She rose slowly, brushing snowflakes from her coat and stepping to the door. When she opened it, a familiar grin greeted her, framed by a scarf dusted with snow. "Anna," he said, his voice carrying that same warmth she remembered from childhood summers, spent playing in the fields behind their houses. "Ethan!" Her voice cracked in disbelief as she laughed and stepped forward. Snow melted from their coats as he brushed past her into the warmth of the cabin. For a moment, they simply stood there, letting the fire and each other's presence chase away years of distance. They sat by the fire, their mugs of cocoa steaming between them. Anna watched the flames dance, orange and gold, and realized the fire mirrored the feeling rising inside her, something tender, alive and familiar. Ethan leaned back in the armchair opposite hers, his eyes reflecting the firelight, and for a moment, words failed them both. Finally, Ethan spoke. "It's been too long. I almost forgot how this place feels, like nothing outside matters." Anna smiled. "Exactly. It's like a little world of our own." She tilted her mug, letting the warmth seep into her hands. "Do you remember the snowstorm when we built that fort in the backyard? We were soaked through and Mom had to make hot chocolate with extra marshmallows because we were shivering too much." Ethan chuckled. "I do. You tried to make me drink it too fast and ended up spilling half on yourself. Classic Anna." They laughed together, the kind of laughter that bridges years and distance. Outside, the snow continued to fall, but inside, the cabin seemed timeless. Each crackle of the fire sounded like a punctuation mark in their shared memories, each pop a reminder of the life they had once known. Hours passed, but it didn't matter. They talked about everything and nothing, childhood games, first crushes, the small tragedies and triumphs of adult life. When silence fell, it wasn't awkward, it was peaceful. The firelight danced over their faces, and in that glow, Anna realized how deeply she had missed him, how much warmth had been absent from her life without his presence. Finally, Ethan reached over and touched her hand lightly. "I'm glad I came," he said softly. "I didn't know how much I needed this, needed us to just be here together." Anna's heart swelled and she squeezed his hand. "Me too. It's like no time has passed at all." The snow outside piled higher, blanketing the world in white, but inside, near the hearth, they were cocooned in warmth, laughter, and the comforting rhythm of a fire that had seen so many stories unfold. And in that golden glow, two friends found that sometimes the most precious reunions are the ones that bring a lifetime of memories rushing back, one crackling log at a time. As the fire burned lower and the room grew quieter, Anna and Ethan leaned back, letting the glow of the embers fill the space between them. Outside, the snowstorm raged, but inside, the fire, the cocoa, and the laughter promised that some things, friendship, warmth, and home, were eternal.